right, so tonight we're going to focus on solving two-step equations, but there's a little twist with this. So this is more two-step equations. So the equations that we're going to be focusing on this time kind of have a little twist to them where they will be two-step equations, but we have to add some things into it. For example, 4 times x plus 3 equals 28. Now, you could, if you want, start by distributing the 4 out. So I could do this and say, okay, that's 4x plus 12 equals 28. And then, of course, we subtract 12 from both sides. So it gives us 4x equals 16. Divide by 4. So x equals 4. And that's one way we can do it. Another way is I could take the 4 times x plus 3 equals 28, and I could divide both sides by 4. By doing that, the 4's cancel out. Because it's part of a multiplication, think of it as a prime factoring situation where you just can cancel that out. So I'm left with then x plus 3 equals 7. Well, then if I subtract 3 from both sides, I get x equals 4. So either one of those ways works. Sometimes you may have this question. 3/5 times m minus 6 equals negative 9. So again, I have two ways I can do this. I could start by distributing the 3/5, but that's going to give me those fractions. But if I did that, if I distributed the 3/5, you get 3/5 m minus 18/5 equals negative 9. Then you'd want to multiply by 5 to get 3m minus 18 equals negative 45. Add 18 to both sides, and I get 3m equals, let's see, 45, negative 45 plus 18 is negative 27. Divide both sides by 3, and m will give me negative 9. But the other thing I could do is, I'm going to write this all out here, is I could actually multiply by 5 first to get rid of the fractions, but I don't want to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 5/3. The 5's cancel out, the 3's cancel out, and I get m minus 6. And then the 3 goes into 9 3 times, so that's negative 3 actually, and that's going to be negative 15. Add 6 to both sides, and m equals negative 9. So again, I get the same answer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to leave you with 2 problems to do. And I want you to try these problems, and then we'll look at them tomorrow in class. Actually, I'm going to leave you with a couple of problems. Let's start with 22 equals negative 2 times y minus 3. And then try this one. See how you do with this one. 3.2 times x plus 3.7 equals 4.8. And then I want you to try this one. This one, we'll see how you do with this one. 11 equals 5 times g minus 3. Now, there's one last thing. I want to see how many of you are actually watching these videos. So, for tomorrow, I want you, when you walk in and shake my hand, I'm going to say good afternoon to you. And I want you to reply with the word, and I got to find a good word I want you to reply with. What would be a good word to reply with? How about you reply with the saying null set. So when I say good afternoon, you reply with null set. And if you don't, I'm not going to let you in the room. But don't tell anyone else. All right, see you tomorrow.